Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Caleb Center of Chadron State College Athletic Department, and we're pleased to have so many of you. We filled up the room here, and all of the people that are watching on our Chadron State Eagles Facebook page, thank you for joining us. We had some structural engineers come out, and they informed us 2 years ago that the center section of the football stadium would have to be torn out and replaced. And the college, the athletic department, and the Chadron State Foundation has been working towards this day. So several individuals will be speaking to you here today. For those of you with the press, if you'd like to interview Dr. Rhine, Coach Long, Coach Gamble, AD Smith, they'll be available at the conclusion, and I'll help you to arrange that. And so without further ado, please welcome the Chadron State College President, Dr. Randy Rhine, to the podium.
Thank you, Caleb, and thank all of you for being here today. It's great to look out there and see so many members of the press and Eagle fans and supporters, so thank you for taking time to be here today. As Caleb mentioned, a couple of years ago, we did an inspection on the center section of the stadium and also the press box with an eye toward renovating those facilities. We knew we needed some more space in the press box area in particular. And as it turned out, the structural engineer came back and told us that we had some issues that were going to have to be addressed and gave us a 5-year timeline to get that done. So what we're going to be talking about today is within that timeline and certainly takes us well down the road. The safety of the grandstand got added after that visit, got added to a list of already existing challenges for the stadium complex. Field drainage, field quality, the seating, concessions, restrooms, game day media, coaching facilities were all outdated and insufficient to really meet our needs from today. Chadron State's track team has competed and won, as you all know or are aware of recently, in spite of not having an outdoor track of their own. That means that they get to practice inside a lot at the PAC, and also through the goodness of the local school district, the Chadron School District, they're able to use the outdoor track facility there. But it's time for them to have a track of their own. These two facilities, one needing reconstruction and one needing a place and construction, are part of Chadron State's campus master plan. Created in 2012, the campus master plan provides a roadmap for facilities and decisions on campus through 2022. Along with the master academic plan, the campus master plan and the Next Horizon campaign collectively comprise the 3 legs of our current strategic plan, Chadron State 2020. You can find that information on our website. Considerable planning and design work involving the college, the athletic department, and Chadron State Foundation has resulted in plans for a rebuild, if you will, of Don Beebe Stadium, the Con Marshall Press Box, and Elliott Field as Phase 1 of the Sports Complex initiatives. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a rebuild of the Chadron State Football Stadium and Phase 1 of the Sports Complex initiative. Phase 1 of these renovations, as part of the Next Horizon campaign, will greatly improve the experience of our student athletes, our campus community, and all those visiting campus for events at Don Beebe Stadium using the Con Marshall Press Box and Elliott Field. Phase 2 of the Sports Complex initiative will focus exclusively on construction of an outdoor track and field facility that meets NCAA specs and the quality of our nationally recognized track team. Today, we're focusing on the football complex, but hope to unveil design and development plans for Phase 2, the track, soon. So you'll see over against the windows on the easels here are both the north and the south view of what the new facility is going to look like. I'm going to ask our athletic director, Joel Smith, to step up here in a minute to talk about the renovations in more detail. But before he speaks, I have one other very important announcement to make. Would Connie, well, we've already flipped that placard, haven't we? Sorry. Connie and I would like to announce that $8.6 million of the $11.1 million for this project has been secured. So that allows us to get through Phase 1 and a little beyond of this project. A 2016 bond program approved by the unicameral, it's LB 957 if you want to look that up, provided $6.2 million for this project. And then that requires the foundation and the college to secure the remaining funding. We're proud to announce that we are only $2.5 million away from reaching our goal for the entire project. Now I would like to introduce CSC's Athletic Director, Joel Smith. Joel?
Thanks, Randy. And thanks to all of you for being here today. This is an exciting day for Chadron State College. You know, given our location, game days at Chadron State take on a life of their own. Students, faculty, staff, and community members from across the region support our team better than most of the places in the RMAC. And as such, it gives us a great deal of pride to be able to provide a new modern amenity stadium complex. So once you've had a chance to see the drawings up close, you'll see that the rebuild provides 4 fundamental and essential improvements to the stadium complex. As you can see, the overarching layout of the football complex remains unchanged. The field will shift slightly to the south to accommodate enhanced visitor stands and leverage the natural elevations for seating and sight lines. The new pavilion will extend to the south and requires remodeling of the parking lots that you can see outside the window out there too, but that's this area right there. So this will all sort of shift that way. First, the new south side pavilion greatly improves access to the stadium with new and expanded seating. The new Beebe Stadium has 2 distinct levels. The first level is called the concourse level, and the second level will be called the Con Marshall Press Box. Also, the concourse level provides expanded concessions, bathroom, and ticket areas, as well as access to the second level by stairwell and elevator. You can see this from the parking lots and field elevation schematics, and they've come through here. This is a side view here, so the new stands will be here, and then the press box will attach up there, and all the concession areas will be down in the concourse area there. So
This is the eastern view.
yes, you would actually see it from here. So if you looked out that way. The Con Marshall Press Box provides the technology and space needed for modern media, proper video broadcasting space, as well as a room to accommodate radio and other media platforms. In addition, thanks to the generous gift from one former player and alum, a hospitality center will be built to provide a special gathering place for boosters, alum, and other supporters of Chadron State. Fourth, and very importantly, a modern field playing surface will provide greater safety for athletes and a year-round use of field for multiple events. And that will all be artificial turf. And this is the same drawing I think that we had before, but you get a chance to kind of see it from that angle there. So,
And the hospitality, if I can help out.
please.
The hospitality area will be this very center section of the upper press box area.
So at this time, I'd like to have head coach Jay Long come up and talk a little bit about the project. So.
Well, I've woken up with a smile today, and when you look at these pictures and those renditions, I got a good feeling I'm going to be waking up a lot of mornings with a big smile. I can tell you as a guy that's played on that football field, there's been millions of memories that have been created out there. And it's so exciting for us to be able to give the next generation of Eagles those same type of memories. I want to tell also is that, as you know, the football locker rooms, weight room, and training room were addressed in the Vision 2011 campaign 5 years ago, along with the renovation and expansion of the Chicoine Center. 6 of our peers in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference have significantly renovated or built new stadiums in the past 5 years, and most of their prior stadium facilities were superior to ours. This rebuild provides Chadron State with an important new asset and the opportunity to build an even stronger college campus and tradition. Words cannot begin to express our football coaches, our football student athletes, and our athletic department's thanks and gratitude to the college and foundation for their part in making this project a reality. We are proud to have such strong partners, and I also want to express our thanks to the donors who have joined us in reaching the $8.6 million benchmark. Thank you.
Thanks, Jay. This project means a lot to a great number of former Eagles. as well as current and future Eagles, and perhaps none as much as those Eagle track team members who make the trip to Chadron High School every day to practice in the spring. Please welcome our head track and field coach, Brad Gamble, who recently led 3 women to the indoor championships and this third place trophy, which we're going to have a new table for soon. Brad, talk a little bit about the track.
Thank you, Joel. Over the course of the past 2 years, we've had a great run of success in track and field at Chadron State, and we're hoping to continue our success from indoors on to outdoors this year. Chadron State is the only RMAC school right now without a track, and it's a pretty big hurdle for us to get over. And so from recruiting to practice and overall just team continuity, it will be a great deal for us to have an outdoor facility for us to call our own. I'm proud of what we've accomplished despite that, and I can't wait for the future and how bright it will be once we get this sports complex initiative to come together. I would like to thank the college and foundation for working to make this possible, as well as the donors that have put in their hard work to make this possible as well. And as Jay said, we are hoping to have the outdoor track for us to start making our own memories outdoors as well, and can't wait to get this thing going. Thank you, and with that, Dr. Rhine.
Thank you, Brad. To ensure Phase 1 is completed and Don Beebe Stadium, Con Marshall Press Box, and Elliott Field are ready for our first home football game in September of 2018, demolition will begin the Monday after our final home football game in November. This will be the last season played on a field and grandstand that have stood since 1929. We will have events surrounding each home game that pay tribute to the teams, cheerleaders, band members, and others who have become Eagles on the field throughout the 2017 season. As president of Chadron State College, I want to personally express my thanks and gratitude to all of those who have helped us reach today's benchmark. We have alumni and friends, campaign leadership members, senior staff, and many others who have been working diligently to make this project a reality. In particular, 2 former Eagles are assisting the foundation by co-chairing the initiative. Big thanks to Don Beebe, former NFL wide receiver, and Chris Carlisle, current Seattle Seahawks strength coach. It truly is a team making this happen. If we could turn our attention to the video monitor, we'd like to share a glimpse at football at Chadron State across the years, narrated by someone who's as close to the school and the athletic program as anyone. Who probably needs no introduction, but in case you don't know who it is, it's Con Marshall.
For more than a century, Chadron State College has brought students, teammates, and communities together. Some students become leaders and become champions on the gridiron. Knowledge gleaned from competition translates to the classroom. Leadership lessons learned at Chadron State can contribute to a lifetime of success, benefiting the student and the community. Chadron State athletes are used to adversity, but that doesn't stop them. They work harder, lift more, take responsibility, and fight to overcome obstacles. Chadron State football brings us together, and Elliott Field has proven to be the testing ground for the Eagles. However, Elliott Field has seen better days since its construction in 1929. Football hasn't changed much, but recruiting, spectator accommodations, and the need for proper facilities have changed. For future Eagles to soar, it takes more than individuals. It takes a team. Will you please join us?
Just to take a moment to thank Ben Watson and Daniel Binkard. I suspect Daniel was on the editing suite on that, and Con for helping to produce that video. It's a remarkable piece. It's even more remarkable meeting, as remarkable as it is seeing our former student athletes' determination and success, it's even more remarkable meeting them after they've left Chadron, because they've taken the lessons learned in competition and applied them to their careers and lives. This project is more than a once-in-a-generation opportunity for Chadron State. It's been 19 years since the 1998 press box renovation, and it's been 88 years since the stadium was built. We do have more dollars to raise, and with the help of our supporters, alumni, and friends, this vision you see today for a renovated stadium and a new track facility will become a reality. Thank you again for taking time to be here today.
More information, our digital copies of our drawings, renderings, and the videos you watched, and a press release will be on our website, chadroneagles.com, probably before the end of the hour here. And thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you.